Hello, Bryant Dabney, First Ward Councilman, running now for at-large council. And I want to jump right into this video because it may take me a little bit longer to finish this one off. But I want to talk about a politician or a public servant, or both. And I think it's important. We had a question that came up in a recent forum where they asked us, tell me something that you've done outside of your council work to help your people. And I want to talk about some of those things, some of the things that I've done outside of the city council in order to better my ward. And I'll jump right into it. One program I came up with called Dress for Success. When I graduated from the University of Notre Dame, I didn't have the proper interview wardrobe, or nor did I have the wardrobe available to go start a new job. So what I did was raise money. People donated. I got $700 to give $100 gift certificates to the store Van Heusen that used to be in the Lighthouse Mall. For people to go in there, and $100 in Van Heusen could get you shirts, ties, and pants. Unfortunately, they're gone. But I got this money for people who were starting new jobs that needed to get a start on their wardrobe, or recent graduates to interview and things of that sort. So that was something that I put together for the African American community here in Michigan City. Number two, I want to talk about an adventure I got involved in with a local business leader, where we went over to Union Street over in the Canada neighborhood, and we got together and we worked and had a roof put on a house over there on Union Street, free of charge to the elderly woman that was living in the home. I had hoped that we would be able to expand that program, but it kind of dissolved. But we did get one, and I'm proud of that. To help one person with that program, is something that I'm proud of. Number three, I want to talk about an event that I held at the fire training station up there near the water tower. I had arranged and put on a program talking about the Community Development Block Grant. The Community Development Block Grant was designed to help the neediest parts of our city, and that was Eastport and the West Side. So what I ended up doing was showing people how to apply for the Community Development Block Grant. We had about 65, 70 people in there sign up for that program, and the results were, people found out how to apply, some did, and they actually got funds to help with some repairs to their home. So I was very proud about that with the Community Development Block Grant. We had a gas explosion here in the first ward over here, and the house exploded. Pieces went all over the place, and it affected houses surrounding in the house that exploded. I walked down the street because I heard it at my house. It shook my house. So I walked a couple of blocks down, and I came out of my pocket, gave some people some money to be able to stay at a hotel for the night, do some things, or be able to get some supplies or whatever it may be to hold them over until possibly their insurance were to kick in and to do some things. So I was happy that I came home, jumped on and put a quick fundraiser together. And then with the help of Nyla Williams, who was working at HealthLink, she got some funds in there as well. And we came up with about $1,400 that we dispersed to the people around there. I wish we could have done more, but it was quick, and we needed to try to get some money in some people's pockets. And that was a success as well. The neighborhood garden, the Walker Street garden is what it initially started off as, but now it is the community garden down there, but it's still located at the Walker Street Playground. And we got that started as a group over here as the Eastport Neighborhood Improvement Group, where we opened up a community garden. And we had a bunch of beds in there where people can come and garden on their own. We also had public beds where we would grow the food down there, and then people could come and pick different vegetables and things like that on their own in the private beds. It was very successful, and that program is still going today. But at one point, it did run into some challenges in terms of having funds to do that. I came in again and got $1,500 in order to buy a shed and some other things for the garden to continue the work that it's doing today. So I'm very proud of the Eastport community garden down here that we have. Now I want to talk about things that I've organized here, the Eastport Neighborhood Cleanup. We organized that through the first ward, in the Eastport group, Eastport Neighborhood Improvement Group, where we walk the boulevard all the way from Risky Avenue down to Poplar Street, picking up trash on the neighborhood, on the boulevard rather, just to try to, make a better appearance as the gateway into Michigan City. And we did that for a couple of years. It kind of fell after COVID hit, but hopefully we'll get a chance to bring something like that back again. I know they're doing cleanups all over the city now that kind of mirror what we started in the Eastport neighborhood. I developed the Eastport Neighborhood Property of the Month program. I wanted to try to create some pride in our neighborhoods here. So what we did, or what I did, was I get donations of for some gift certificates to Al's grocery store. The last year we did it, we just gave $100 gift certificates wherever they wanted the person who would win the neighborhood property contest. So we had judges drive around to these different properties, rate them, and then we would choose a winner and a runner-up for the neighborhood property of the month program. And so it was a $100 gift certificate for Al's to the winner, $50 to the runner-up, and we were doing that just simply to try to bring some pride into the neighborhood. Still, as a councilman, and even though I have not been in a financial aid office, officially working since 2009, I still go out and help our students who graduate that know my background, that come to me with help completing the Promise Scholarship application. There's still their financial aid applications, even admissions applications. I'm a true believer in education, whether they're going to Ivy Tech, a four-year school, wherever they may be going. I'll help them, help the families, because it's really tough sometimes when it's a first-time college student doing these things. So I still do quite a bit of that to make sure, some of our kids are able to attend post-secondary education. I think college is big, and education is a big thing in my mind. And so these are some of the things where I say, you're a politician or public servant. And I qualify as both, because you're a politician because you're doing the business of the city, you're doing the budgets and you're passing laws and everything like that. But outside of these things, there's still information that it can be given out to the public, programs that I've done in order to help for the betterment of Michigan City. So then I am also a public servant. And I think we need those here in Michigan City to continue the betterment of this town. Once again, thank you for your time and thank you for your support. Talk to you in the next video.